just going right into it, your classes. First, when you're picking your classes, you could either have 3 HL. HL stands for higher level, or 3 SL courses. SL stands for standard level. Your HLs, you will be taking those tests. They're 2-year courses, so you'll be taking those tests in your senior year, and you'll start the class in your junior year. And then your SLs, you'll test out in 1 year, so you'll take those in your junior year, and you'll test out in your junior year, with the exception of your world language. Your world language, you can either have French or Spanish, and that one is listed as a SL, but you'll take that exam in your senior year. So you already have 2 HLs picked out for you. You have your history and you have your English picked out for you. So you have to pick either another 2 or you have to pick another 1 HL. And for me, I ended up picking IB Music. Now, IB Music, IB Art, IB Theater, I wouldn't pick those classes if I didn't already have a good background in those art areas. Like, there's, at least, I can't really speak for the other ones because I'm not completely sure, but from what I've heard from like my friends that have taken the courses, and from what I know from IB Music, there's a lot of analysis and writing, and you have to really understand the art that you're in, right? And for me, I played trumpet in middle school, and I took music theory in my sophomore year before I picked IB Music. So I had a good foundation, and so I was able to, I felt comfortable in like taking the class and making the music and then being able to write about it. Because you have to write analytically, you have to really understand what you're talking about, and you have to be able to make or support like your decisions when you're making music, for example, with like actual music theory. And if you don't have a good basis in that, I wouldn't recommend taking the course, just because it might just be like pretty hard to try to catch up to that. And there's parts of the course where you're learning music theory, or like for IB Music, where you're learning music theory and you're learning those different analytical stuff. But that's not the entire course. Most of the course is really just you making music, and then you have to write about it. And it takes time to do that. And so that's, most of the time is dedicated to that. So unless you have a real interest in it, like, and you really want to take that class, or you have a good foundation in it, I would not recommend picking those as your other HL. I would recommend picking like a different science, like environments or something, to supplement. So those are your HLs, and then if you pick another one, then you pick another one. For your standard level courses, just pick things that you're interested in. I am interested in biology. I could have done biology higher level, but I wanted to do music because I thought it would be a little more relaxing, because I already have a basis in that. So I did biology standard level, and I did math standard level, and then Spanish was my other standard level. And I mean, it's fine. Biology was a fast-paced class. There's a lot of content. There's a lot of content across all the courses, and it's gonna feel very rushed. Like, you're gonna have to get through things very quickly, and it's a lot of reading and everything. There's a lot of reading and everything. And generally the best way to succeed in those courses, I would say, is to read. Like, you have to understand the content. So that, I mean, it's not real homework. It's just your reading. You know, there's a lot, you got to know stuff. And it moves quickly. Like, we didn't even get through all of the curriculum before my IB exam for IB biology. We got through most of it, but not all of it. So, and if you're ever falling behind, or you're ever like, you don't understand something, talk to your teachers, because your teachers, or at least in my experience, like, your teachers will help you. And all the teachers, they know what they're talking about too. That's a good thing. Well, I'm not gonna say all of them, but most of them, if you talk to them, they understand it and they enjoy they enjoy the subject that they teach. So they're good resources to have, and they're gonna try to help you. Your IAs, you're gonna have an IA in, I think, every class that you take. I don't think it now. It's gonna look kind of different. Most classes it'll be your writing. I think it's about 2,000 to 3,000 words. You're writing a research paper on something, but in some cases you're gonna have orals. Like for Spanish, you have an oral. For English, you have an oral. So your IAs are gonna look a little different. My blanket advice when it comes to the IAs are to just pick something that you want to do. Sometimes you can't. Like sometimes biology, there might not be anything that you're really like. There's gonna be a subject that you're not all that jazzed about doing. But even so, you got to make the best out of a bad situation. You got to just pick something that you would either not mind learning more about or something that you're just really interested in. Like my math IA was on. I was looking at data from the NFL because I enjoy football. My history IA, I found a way to make it about animals because I'm trying to study animals in college. So things like that, like try to ask your teachers for help with making like research questions and all that, but really think about things that you want to do. Try to make every class, try to find something that you like in every class and then run with that for your IA, because your IA is one part of the class that you can control, and you can control how well you do. So with that, just like pick something that you want to do, and then it'll make it easier to research because you have to do a lot of research for everything. What else? Picking classes, your IAs, fast pace. Yeah, I would really also talk to more seniors. Like, don't just listen to what I'm saying. Talk to as many people as you can who have taken the courses so you can really get a good feel about what the courses are. Talk to your teachers beforehand. So if you know that there's going to be a teacher that you're going to have, or a teacher that teaches a subject that you're going into, ask them about the course, see about it, see if you are interested in those art courses, ask the teachers, see what it really entails, But I think that's pretty much it for the classes. So I'll make another video for CAS.